We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. And even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
First down throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gone.
From the red zone now. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, run!
Running left with Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Hey, go!
Running right is Bigsby. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
11.
Lawrence throwing here. This one's caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You've spent so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying again, following the sack. Chased out to his right.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Running back sent in motion. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Finding Thomas near the sideline. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Slot man motioned over.
Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And if 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Hooks up with Anthony Gould. Complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. 3rd and long for him here. Looking screen, but they intercept it. Into the red zone. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Headed out right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Colts will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Pass complete to Hubbard. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
11, Agate. 11.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and push, pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And the Colts pick it up.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Able to find Gould here. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. We're going for this. Forced out to his right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Complete. It's Ingram. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Shudak is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down throw here from Richardson. Hits him on the out route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. He puts some juice on it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. so they'll decline this and take the results. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. On first down, it's Richardson. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And this stays a 3-possession game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Rip, 23.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
Jaguars 17, Colts nothing.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Richardson on 3rd. That pass caught by Gould. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Richardson. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Play action with Richardson. Buying some time right. Complete out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big gain downfield. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Lisa 24. Hey, kill! Check! Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's brought down for a loss.
I got him.
Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Bigsby. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, I'm gun. Red.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Route. Go. Silver.
Lone back gets the handoff. Big gain has them across the 40. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of...
Got it. Ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Lion. 11, Agate. Go. Let's go. Silver.
Lawrence to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Same break. 11. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Gould. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the 1st. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the move, headed right. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Motion man sent left. Throwing it again here. Pass it down close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And he does it, Brock. He takes the fumble all the way back for 2 points the other way. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On red. Here we go.
On the give, it's Bigsby. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Red on red. All right, here we go. Done.
They run it again with Bigsby. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10. That's a 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, run. Bring it. Done.
Carry here for Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Great job.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go, go. Hey, kill. Kill. Red.
He'll look to throw it. That's Bigsby. He's got it. 35 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Rip, 23. 13, Luke.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
One final shot here. Hits his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.